knock somebody out. Y'all gotta go back in the room. Go back in there.
Done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
Is that what you did? I'm sorry, watching my oldest dance behind the camera. This is hilarious. You hear me? I think I just saw every
winning
TikTok
in here. Leave my nephew alone.
My man's doing every TikTok dance. I was like, come on, bro. What's going on, y'all? Look, you know what it is, man. 494 here on the MTMV Sports. I'm excited, man. How y'all feeling over there, man? Y'all looking good. I'm telling you, looking good. I start with C's when I gotta have a pause moment. See, how are you?
I'm great. You know, life is life. I love December, guys. I am full of Christmas magic from the first to the 30th.
What's going on, Jesse?
What's up, Jason? I see your background, man. You got the lights going.
Yeah, I got me a little mini tree just because I have animals, and you know, bows and ribbons and snowflakes everywhere. So I'm good.
I like it. Well, how we feeling down there, my resident Floridian?
I'm sleepy, bro.
Bro.
I've been taking a lot of naps. I've been out of it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it ain't cold, but a bear's hibernating. I'm chilling them. You know what I mean?
Aunties.
Hey.
Oh my Lord.
I don't want to get into that.
Dude, talk to me, man. How Chi-Town treating you, bro?
It's good, bro. I'm tired too, man. I just drove in from Cincinnati this weekend. I had a funeral to go to. It's good to be around family, man. You know, given the circumstances, we had a great time out there. I woke up at 4 this morning, hit the road, and I've been up ever since. So it might be early. Well,
how far is Cincinnati from?
About 6 hours. In the Tesla, because you got to stop for 20, 30 minutes every time you want to reach.
That's a fact.
The only
charges, see if you can find it on the way. You already know what it is. Man, this is crazy, man. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of things happening. Got the Cup, State of the League. We watched the Mavs put up 48. The Mavs and the Warriors put up 48 threes last night, telling us exactly where the league is and where it's trying to go. We already know, man. Everybody ain't the Mavs and the Warriors and the 3-point specialists they got on those squads. You got the rest. I mean, just everything happening. Shea to me, we're gonna talk about this today. Shea to me is in another bag, another level. We've seen it, but third consecutive season of rocking 30 points a game, I think is absolutely amazing to me. It's crazy to see. I think we kind of seen it before, and y'all, you know, I'll save it for later on because I already know y'all gonna try to come from my neck if I say what I'm about to say. So it is what it is. But let's talk right into this. Let's get the state of the league. Talk to us about where you guys see that and where what's the biggest thing you're kind of seeing and where we are after watching the Mavs, watching the Warriors put up 48 threes. That's just basketball, period. It seems like it. But in terms of just the NBA, we've heard from analytics, it's a 3-pointer or a layup. Now, let's do away with the jump shot. It's not for the numbers. People who've never put on a jersey before play basketball are telling us that shoot a 3 or get a layup. I think we saw a video earlier where we watched a fast break 3-on-2 and a guy leaks out to the corner, take a step back 3. Like, are we seeing just the league change because it's going from kind of like the old guard into the new play? Like, Will, I'm gonna start with you, bro. Talk to me about that, G. Like, what are you seeing to the basketball mind?
I mean, it's a little bothersome because everybody can't be the Mavs and the Warriors. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to necessarily say it makes the game boring. I think it makes the game different. But I think what made Steph and the Warriors so special, or those Steve Nash teams, like any Don Nelson team. I think what made those teams special was their ability to do that run and gun 3-point shooting. But also what balances out the league and what creates the excitement is that you have players who slash, like a Dwayne Wade or a LeBron or Tracy McGrady. I do think that takes away from it. Yeah. I think it takes away from the fact of like the big men in the game. Like that's something I would love to see come back, because that's part of the excitement. That's part of the joy in it. You know what I'm saying? Getting down, knocking down, banging out, and then you kicking out the three. The thing about it is everybody, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'8". I'm a big boy. Everybody can't beat me, and I can't beat everybody else, and it shouldn't be that way. And the issue that you're getting is now is, like, you know, Drew talked about in our group chat, that Bulls game was ridiculous. It doesn't predicate what the league is, but it does set a bad tone, because it does represent a lot of what the issue is, because everybody can't do that. Evolution is great, but you shouldn't sacrifice skill for evolution as far as the game. Like, we need to get back to the essence of what it is so that it can be as enjoyable again. I will say the last thing, I do believe to a certain point, it does make a difference in how people are feeling about the product, because when you're watching the game and they're going 3 minutes without scoring the ball because all everybody's doing is shooting long twos or threes, that does create a problem.
The long rebounds, it's crazy to me. You think you would see more fast break points off of missed threes because of long rebounds, and it just don't play out like that way. Yes, see, Drew, I feel like you shaking that head already, so I'm gonna come to you last. See, talk to me about what you're seeing to the basketball mind. Someone who covers NBA as well as the WNBA, sits courtside and sees these things happen, because I don't think we're seeing it as much in the WNBA, but I do think it is going that route. Like, you're kind of seeing it.
I mean, Tennessee shot 33s in their last game.
Yeah, I think we're seeing it. When it comes to WNBA, I think you're seeing more kind of dump in, kick out. But the ones that we're seeing in NBA is like lead kick out.
But I just want to comment on what Will said, because he said we're not seeing, old school big men. We're not. But even when we have a big man like Karl Anthony Towns, he wants to shoot a three. And I just think that because everything is ticket sales and flashiness and numbers and money, that what Steph Curry does and what he continues to do, everybody is not like that, but everyone thinks they're as flashy as him, and everyone wants to shoot that ball, turn around, no look. Like, you can't do that. Why aren't you looking at the basket?
That is very hard.
You don't have that skill. Like Will said, I'm you and you're you. Why would you want to be anything else? And I just, why would you not want to shoot a midi? You see Courtney Williams midi? You see Shay's baseline jumper? It's beautiful.
Shay's crazy.
Like, what is going on? So, I mean, I like the three when you can shoot it, but to have a fast break play and you stop and throw back, no. And you step back for a three, that's ridiculous when the basket's right there. But then again, I feel like we're seeing a lot of shooting a three. People are missing easy layups.
Oh, big facts. I think it's funny. I got an argument with a kid, younger, like maybe early 20s. We were hooping a couple weeks ago, and I'm looking. I don't know if he can shoot. I'm not even thinking about him shooting, but I get double, and he's on the corner. I'm on the wing. He stays in the corner. Now, mind you, there was a whole lane in front of him that I can hit him with a bounce pass in his chest, and he can get an easy layup. And he's like this. I'm like, bro, I didn't pass on the ball. We just got in the shouting match. But this is what we're seeing right now. Drew, talk to me, man. What are we looking at when we look at this game of basketball?
I think we're looking at evolution, and that's it.
Missed layup on the screen behind you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are being pretty nostalgic right now, man, when they're critiquing the game of basketball. And then it's half of the people that's trashing the game don't even watch the games. So that's what irritates me the most. I accept the criticism, like what Will just said. I accept that criticism. But to reply to that, man, I feel like it's the exact same thing. You're not going to get any big men back to the basket anymore. 3 people on the outside, throw it down to the post. It's not going to happen that way. That's not what the NBA is anymore. And will it get back there? Probably, because everybody complaining now. And that's exactly what happened prior to right now. People complain. They said it was boring. People said, and they wanted to see a faster paced game. And they said, okay, this is going to generate money, so let's switch to this. Let's call touch fouls every game. It's just a product of the people that are complaining, man. But the mid range is not gone. I'm watching every game every night. The mid range is well and alive, man. Every team got a player on their team in the starting five that's shooting middies. I got a question though. That 90s Bulls team, who was known for their mid ranges on that team?
Jordan.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Scotty took him.
No,
Scotty
taking him. You had Ron Harper taking him. That team wasn't known for 3-point. Wasn't known for 3-point shots. Ron Harper became a 3-point shooter, but he still wasn't as good as what they are today.
They weren't known for their middies, bro. Jordan was known for their middies. What I'm trying to say is, I feel like it's the exact same construct, minus the big men that don't shoot at all. All the big men they do shoot. You have to be able to shoot if you're on the floor now.
So my question to you is, if that team wasn't known for their middies, then what were they known for? Because that wasn't a big 3-point shooting team.
Taking the ball to the rack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't that to a certain point still count as 2-pointers?
Hold on, they were known for their threes because they had 3 specialists on their team, shooters.
I'm talking about in comparison to today. The shooters on that team were nowhere near as good as they are today. Maybe if you put depending on the year you're talking about, maybe like Steve
Kerr, Paxson, and Hodges could shoot, bro.
Okay, so we're talking 91, 92, and then we're talking Steve Kerr, maybe one of those years. But when I think about mid-range game, I just think about the game being played inside, period. Like, everybody can't. If you got 5 players on the team, all 5 players shouldn't be on the outside looking for an outside shot.
But
I'm a fan of Embiid, and I to a certain point, I hate when he does it because I'm like, yo, as big as you are, you have Hakeem and Shaq like style to where you can do that, and that is part of what the game is. What the part of the game is missing. My issue is the fact of like what's the name, Pomiski. That crap that he did a couple nights ago, he easily could have drove the ball past Luka. Yeah. And instead, he settled behind the 3-point line. Like, nobody. That's the part that we're talking about. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to watch that. I don't think it has to do anything with nostalgia. I think it has the fact of the fact of the matter is everybody wants to be a certain player, and everybody can't be a certain player. If you don't have that skill set, you don't need to be trying to do it. As big as Karl Anthony Towns is, to a certain extent, yes, he can shoot the 3. Can Anthony Davis shoot the 3? Yes, he can. But he's 7 feet tall. And he's a big man. Get your behind on the inside, bro.
Yes.
But you gotta be a threat now, bro. You gotta bring that big man out.
You gotta be it. But 9 times out of 10, think about it. We talk about with the Lakers. You bringing that big man out there because he's one of your better shooters. Why are the point guards, the shooting guards, and the small forwards not able to shoot the ball in the same way? Or if they are, why aren't they doing it?
That's a fact. Another thing I want to say, bro, about the state of the league, the referees, man.
Oh God! Oh my! Oh,
all of this shooting threes and because the players sitting out, they're hurt. I don't know a player right now that's sitting and not hurt. So I don't like hearing that excuse. They're hurt. They're injured, man. Yeah. And when the people come back, like Embiid tried to last year, and they get hurt, y'all don't say anything on Facebook. It's no post. It's just move on to the next person. Now we talking about AD instead of Embiid. So.
Well, they just ride the next team that's going to win the championship after that.
Bro, the refs got to start calling. Like, they got to allow these people to play. I don't understand how we watch the Olympics this whole summer. We watched the Olympics. We watched how physical the Olympics were allowed to be. And then we come back to foul baiting and refs rewarding foul baiting because they throw their head back on a reach in. Throw their head back. Free throws. Like, that's frustrating to me, and I've always hated that.
I just think to a certain extent, the league has to get back to the essence of what it was. I don't want to say people can't play basketball because that's rude, considering the fact people work their entire lives to do it. but I do think that people are trying to become something that they aren't. Like the one thing that I love about Shai's game is Shai's game remind me of Tracy McGrady. Shai is in and out. He's doing everything he wants to do, and he's not just settling on the laurels of let me get this shot, let me do this. Like there's certain players. That's why people love Giannis. Like Giannis is going to go in and out. He just developed a 3-point game because at certain points they were cuffing him and they were creating a line in there. Like it's fine if you're going to shoot the 3 ball, but if you're going to shoot it, if you're going to be shooting at a high clip, you need to be shooting at least 39%. That's just my personal. That's my personal thought.
That's
if you ain't 39%,
that's pretty high, bro.
That's high, boy.
If you ain't,
That's real high.
I'm talking about at that
That
high.
means if you ain't Steph Curry Jr., bro, I don't want to take it.
No,
Hold on. Give me a minute.
39%.
let me preface that. I'm talking about at that high of a clip.
Okay.
Like you're not
You're
guys
gonna
out there
shoot that, yeah.
9 to 12 3-pointers a game, bro. You're shooting 32% from 3. Like, what are you doing?
I feel that. I think what we're seeing now is really we just want to see basketball.
Guys
Like,
out here shooting threes, bro, and they can't shoot free throws.
It's real, and that's a real thing. But you see, I see it. Look, I have a 14 under basketball team now, and literally, I'm like, bro, if I see you take a 3, and that's not what you do, you will be sitting next to me, bro. Like I got a big man on my team. He's probably the tallest, might be one of the taller kids in the league. He wants to shoot jumpers, bro.
100%.
I'm like, my bro, I need you to fall in love with the short corner. I need you to knock that shot down at a high clip.
But we not talking about what started this, bro. What started this?
Can we put that statement back up real quick?
Because
we know what started it, but
the
people ain't
reason
know.
that it started, bro, they was teams been shooting a buckload of threes, bro.
Here's the thing on that, right? The big man comes out the 3-point line. A lot of guards are drive, but the guards ain't
They're
driving.
not driving at all.
Facts.
They want the kick out, bro. They want you to still kick it
They
out.
all
Like,
driving though, bro. They going to the bucket. Come on now, man.
bro. They're not going to and you keep talking about nostalgia. It is what it is. They're not going to the bucket like T-Mac was. They're not going to the bucket
They ain't
like
go
Kobe
to the bucket
was.
like T-Mac.
No, majority of them are not. They're standing on the outside. They're passing it out like it's a
They
drill.
go to the
And
rack.
everybody wants
All
to
go to the rack.
No,
Every all-star guard go to the rack, bro.
bro. Okay, who?
Every one of them. Name one.
Okay, name one that does it consistently, Jew.
Consistently, Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard goes to the rack consistently.
Consistently,
Over
Jew.
these past few games,
bro. On Prize Picks, bro. Damian Lillard averaged 3 with like 10 a game.
Jimmy
Not
Butler.
Prize Picks though.
But that's where they're getting averages from. It's like 10 a game.
Nah, he ain't shooting.
That's not consistent.
He ain't shooting 10, bro.
Bro, come on, bro.
God dang.
You gotta love it. You
Trae
gotta
Young
love
go
it.
to the cup with the floater. Maxey go to the cup. Bro, everybody they going to the cup.
Okay.
I
Maxey,
think-
I'll give you. I ain't giving you Trae.
A lot more floaters though.
Trae Young
I'm
go
not
to the
getting-
float, bro.
I'm
They
not
got
getting
the killer flow. I give you that.
I've been, you know how I feel about the Hawks, and they just been hooping, and it's
They pissed me off Saturday, boy.
Against Milwaukee.
Yes, bro.
Let's
Let's
continue to talk
facts.
about it. I think that's a great segue into talking about getting off the state of the league and talking about the NBA Cup Finals we're about to see versus the Thunder and the Bucks. Also, wanted to make sure that we take time out just to say. Go ahead. I thought you about to say something real crazy.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I just looked it up. Damian Lillard averages 9 3-point attempts per game.
He
makes
should.
3 of them.
He should.
He shoots 30%.
He shoots about probably like 38-39%.
like you
But-
just said.
Let it go.
Wait, hold on.
You do, but that's
Hold
that's
on,
what
wait a
that's
minute.
the number you said.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just saying he averages 9.4 three-pointers per game as far as averages. He makes 3.1. He averages 17 shots a game. 9 of your shots, at least 9 to 10 of your shots a game, bro, are 3-point
Three.
attempts.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Fired
making
up,
3
bro.
of them.
That's Bane, though.
Let's fire it up.
That's Bane, bro.
You already know it. Let's get to these Cup Finals, man. The Bucks and OKC, and make sure that we want to just take a time out just to say prayers up for Madison, Wisconsin, man. We saw earlier today with the shooting, it left I think a few dead and then a lot injured. I think at this point, man, this is absolutely crazy what we got to see in this country, man. And what I mean, you can't blame everybody. I think, but at the same time, it's heartbreaking to see something like that, and it's heartbreaking to see somebody going to a school and just want to just it's straight evil. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure we say our prayers and condolences are going out to those the lives that were lost and lives that were injured, and the prayers to the families and everybody that was involved. I think even talking about the Cup Finals as we go into it, a win for Milwaukee might, do something for that. Give them a nice little something to celebrate in the wake of this kind of turmoil, man. But just wanted to make sure we said that and said prayers out to that city, that school, and everybody involved, man. Let's continue to talk about this Milwaukee versus OKC, man. This Cup Finals. We talked about Shea. We talked about Giannis. Shea is averaging another season, 30 points a game. This is his third consecutive time doing it.
But against the Bucks, he only averages 17.5 points on 36% shooting.
Who guarding Shea? Is it no? Because how long?
No, this season. This is this season.
Oh, this season.
Let's not act like we don't know who guarding Shea.
Who?
It's literally a combination. If he comes out off the block, usually it's Giannis, but on the perimeter,
they gonna put Green on it.
I mean, it had to be Giannis throwing down.
Oh, they've been
17 and a half. That's a crazy stat.
But Drew be locking him down though. But I only think it's because Drew might be stronger though.
I can
he'd be trying to body Drew, but
I had to remember the last time Drew was in a Bucks uniform. I was like, wait a second. But you said it was this season, so I mean,
I was talking about career wise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He ain't been playing that long.
Drew's slowing everybody down. That's not even that's not fair.
I did everybody.
But Shea should definitely, to me, if we're talking about, I mean, he can't go out there and drop 18 points. That's just not gonna cut it. Not for what you need to win that game.
I just put it out there so we knew the stat, but I just think
that's what I'm saying. But that's what you've been doing.
But what you said earlier about him tapping into a different level,
yeah, for sure,
is just been crazy. I mean,
he's on a different level. He been the same level.
No, it's something about this. It's something about. Maybe it's the way he's playing his game and just the attitude. Because even I was like, okay, Shea, look at you. He's
that midi is water, bro.
Well, we said it about Shea every year.
About who?
That's what he is, though.
We talk about shit like this every year, and then at the end of the year, somehow somebody's disappointed. I don't know who's usually disappointed, but
I don't think anybody should be disappointed. I think it's
Hartenstein, Chet coming back, Caruso.
I think they have a good chance.
A very good chance.
So who's your X factor?
To be in the Western Conference.
Holmgren.
Who's your X factor of the game?
Oh,
I like J-Dub. I like J-Dub.
For tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Mm-hmm. That battle.
Just for OKC?
Both teams.
What about Milwaukee?
Because they don't have a bench.
Gotta be Chris.
Well, Milwaukee.
But Chris said no, he missed practice today because he's out with an illness.
He's probable to play, but they've been playing him like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He about to get cut off my fantasy team, man. I'm tired of
You know who I've been holding on to and been sitting in my IL?
Who?
And one of my leagues, he chilling in my league, just been injured all season. That boy Kawhi Leonard, bro. I don't understand it.
They say he's supposed to come back soon.
Yeah. When I want to drop him, I know he's gonna turn up and go crazy. I'm like,
as soon as you drop it, he back.
As soon as I drop it, hey, Kawhi back.
But yeah.
But that's the thing. So what are we looking for in this game? What are we looking for? Either team to kind of pull this thing out. What do they got to do, Will?
I mean, the Bucks just got to be the Bucks. Like, don't listen to Doc. Let Giannis run the team and be the Bucks. For OKC, they can't stand around and just watch Shea. A lot of times, that's what gets them in trouble. Like when that ball is moving and they're just going and Shea is just playing in the flow of the game. They're great. Their issue is a lot of times, whether it be in crunch time or in times where they're down, you honestly see them just sitting around watching Shea, and then people are just standing there like they got to continue to move around. They got to make those moves. I think a big person who has to help them is Lou Dort. Like when you can tell when Lou Dort has a great game, they win easily. When they have a bad game, Lou Dort is like 3 for 13, and he just kind of gives up at some point. and he doesn't play how he plays, like he'll still show up defensively, but offensively he gives them something when he does do that because he gives them another score. Like teams can't just rest on their laurels and just think he's just a defensive specialist, and I think that's where he really comes into play.
I know, like, there's a whole team, but like we know the defense that OKC plays, they're the top in the league when it comes to defense. Is it the 1-2 punch for Milwaukee going to be enough for the whole game against OKC?
Tell you one thing, they better not go to that small lineup tomorrow. Where they playing SGA at the center or whatever they be doing.
Yeah,
that's Giannis. 50 for Giannis if they do that.
He's already had 32 and 30.
Yeah,
Giannis is the best player in the NBA. He has been for the last few years. I don't care what you tell me about Luka. Yes, Embiid has had his moments. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me about Jokic. What you see what's happening there.
This is nice.
Rain, snow, sleet, whatever. Giannis is going to give you what Giannis is going to give you.
I'll tell you.
He's going
to make that team go.
This is nice, Will. I like this.
Feels what?
Good. It feels good. Usually,
don't do that. Don't do that. I'm always honest.
Nobody said. Why you
always because I know where you're going with that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm always honest, and I always tell y'all, bar none, if Joel can stay healthy, Joel hands down is the best player in the league, but he's not because he can't stay healthy, and it's always a freak accident. Giannis has been the best player in the league, bar none. This has been Giannis's league. Like you can say whatever you want to say. Giannis does what Giannis does.
I feel that.
I'm still not too keen on the team between him and Dame because I don't know what they do, and I still feel like they sacrifice defense too much. But the way they're playing, as long as they don't pay attention to Doc, they can go.
How you keep doing
this is my issue. Listen, okay, I've lived through the Doc Rivers experience. I should get some compensation for what happened in my lifetime in that Boston series.
Yeah.
Whether you want to say it or not, Doc Rivers still does not make the adjustments he needs. Right now, he just has a angry Giannis out there who's tired of losing and is thinking about going to Denver or Dallas if their team don't get it together.
I saw this stat earlier, and you know how we feel about Doc Rivers here on 494. Everything that is said here is the true representation of the 494 podcast. But I was looking at this over the past 20 years, like the teams he has had, and not even just like the three like blowing leads or whatever, but just the opportunity that Doc has had in the last 20 years. When you talk about the Philadelphia 76ers being led by Joel, when you talk about that time and tenure in Clipperland where you have Blake, Chris, and like that still blows my mind, right? You capitalized at 08 for Boston, but then you went to what was the other team? It was Philadelphia.
Was he in Houston?
He coached the Magic.
Coached the Magic. I'm just thinking
you can look at those Magic teams. Those Magic teams fell apart too.
That don't make no sense to me, man.
I ain't shocked, bro.
He's like a carousel coach at this point. It's like, well, let's just get Doc, see what happens. When it's like, man, at some point you got to hold him accountable to his resume, right? Like I just can't keep getting jobs. But that's like Hiller there in a whole separate segment. What? Go ahead.
Doc has only thing that really bothers me about Doc and the reason why I speak out so much is because Doc does this, but then he'll throw the team under the bus when he gets bad. You the coach, bro.
Man, let's note that Doc does have a championship, and a lot of coaches don't have one.
Doc has a championship because he had a super team that was thrown together at the last minute.
He had
what happened? Hold up. What happened
what
that year later?
I just want you to say that one more time.
How many times did he do that with that team that he had?
What though?
So it wasn't. So it was.
Say it.
He wants you to say super.
All right, go ahead. I just want to hear you say it because a lot of people delusional.
Okay, so let's speak on the super team thing, right? The super teams, literally, if we want to be honest, it probably started with the Lakers. But at the end of the day, your king, LeBron James, made it prevalent, and is the reason why it happens so much. If he has to stack a team every time something happens, that's
the Lord, my king.
The Lakers could have Jesus Christ. They can have.
We are talking about the NBA Cup Finals.
They can have. Oh wait.
Stay on topic. Thank you.
They can have John Cena.
I ain't gonna do it. See,
hey,
they can have Black Panther And LeBron still needs 1 or 2 players more. So let's not do that. You should have cleared that one out, big dog.
Yeah. Because
you
he got to the finals with the Avengers. I know.
We're going to go to the next joint away.
Yeah. He got to the finals with the Avengers.
Talking, man.
I know.
Who you got winning, see?
I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Got the Bucks winning. Will, who you got, bro?
See, don't think I ain't noticed how as soon as I talking about LeBron, you got defensive. I don't care about your feelings either. I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm gonna go with the Thunder, man, just because they said the Bucks. They showing a little too much disrespect. It was too easy right there, man. Like, what? Y'all didn't think about it. Y'all didn't take in nothing.
Because we already knew what was coming on, so we already knew what the show was about.
I got Shea going for 40 and 12.
Said, I don't watch basketball, so I
didn't say you don't watch basketball. Go
back. Big dog, there's a Facebook post where you said
it. Go look at what exactly the words that I said. Y'all love each other. I'm gonna send it to y'all, man. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Remember what he just said. I said. I guarantee you the words gonna be different the way he just said.
Always wrong.
I guarantee you.
Always wrong.
I got Shea going. I just want you to say you was wrong
when I said it. He said,
so guys,
I got Shea going for 40 and 12, and they're gonna pull it out. I think they win.
If he go 40, they're gonna lose.
No, I'm saying by the end of it, he's gonna have 40. It might go to overtime. He's gonna have 40.
If he get 40, they losing.
They're not gonna lose.
That means nobody else is doing anything.
We talking about 5 more buckets, bro. That's it. 5 more buckets.
He need to get hit 30. If he get right at his 30, that means the rest of the team doing what they supposed to be doing.
Look at my. You losing control.
Absolutely, ma. Losing control. We gotta stay on.
I got my backup. My producer, my backup. He know when to get too crazy. Make sure y'all continue to stay tuned in, man. We're gonna talk more about the NBA. We got the Dennis Schroeder trade going to the Warriors to talk about what it's gonna do for them. And we're introducing a new segment today. So make sure you stay tuned, man. It might be some shenanigans happening.
He started when the show started.
At the end of the show. You already know, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning into the 494 here on MTMV Sports. Be right back after these short commercials.
Hi, Wilkers. It's Asia.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
I just want to let the record show. Bull said I barely watch the NBA.
Oh my
God. Okay.
Oh my Lord.
Same thing.
Make sure we shout out to Big Bro. Shout out to Ozell brand. You don't check them things. You check those out. Check them out. Google them. Go to Wally World. You can talk. Look, you got shoes, got cleats. They got what you need. Shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to what they got going on.
Yes, I need my biker shorts. Absolutely.
No, we good on those. No, we straight. Let's talk about shoulder to the Warriors, man. Drew, what do you think this means for an already kind of surging Warriors team to get a piece like this to play back up to Steph Curry, man? What's that mean for them?
Well, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like the Warriors.
Oh,
I don't. I wish nothing but failed trades. Messed up lineups, kind of what Steve Kerr been doing for the bulk of the last couple of years. I don't wish nothing good on them, man. But I think it was a good trade, man. I think they trying to maximize. I think that they got Schroeder to do what they thought Podziemski was going to be able to do. It's a good trade, man. Dennis Schroeder, a hustler. He played hard. He got a IQ for the game. The Lakers should have never. I ain't gonna say never let him go. They should have signed him. Well, he should have signed the first time.
He should have signed. Yeah.
I thought he was much better than D'Angelo Russell, but
I gave Vincent a pick.
Let me give you this though. First game without Dennis Schroeder tonight. The Nets in the first half versus the Cavs, 40 points on 36% shooting, 13 turnovers, and 13 made field goals.
Jeez.
Ugh.
It's getting nasty.
So we know who won that trade.
Oh, big facts. You already see it. All right, talk to me, Will. What we feeling about the Warriors? What is a piece like Dennis Schroeder being able to add that as a backup? We're not saying he's gonna come in and change what they already have going on. What we're saying is that when Steph is not on the court, or even when he is a piece to be able to add IQ and a backup for him for Steph to kind of take a rest, have somebody still run the offense.
I agree with you. He is what they wanted Brandon Zemski to be.
Yeah,
the reason why they held up so many good trades for a player who is just not living up to par how they wanted him to. I mean, he has career highs right now, I think, in points, rebounds, assists, and his field goal percentages, which is great considering how many years that he's been in the league. It's not something where it's like, oh, he's going to come in and he's going to be a complete game changer, but he does add another element to the team to give Steph some time to literally go in and rest. He can run an offense. His international game is like that, and a lot of times that's what Steve Kerr wants to be able to run, that he struggles with a lot of times. So having that there, I don't think they're done. I do think that they're still aiming for a star, whether it be I think Jimmy Butler is probably going to land there because I can't see Jimmy landing anywhere else because of the pieces that they have. But I can see Jimmy landing there. I think there's a couple other players that might fit there, but I think Jimmy will be the perfect piece there. And adding him and Jimmy would be great. But this is a good pickup. Mike Dunleavy did something right for the first time in his GM career.
Not the first.
I got one thing to add, bro. I just want to know your thoughts right before C go. I don't mean to impede. What if the Warriors get Zion?
It's dominance. Because Zion, if the Warriors get Zion, you have to take this in consideration. Zion does not have to come in with the expectations of being the number one player. He comes in already in an offense where they're passing the ball around, and Zion is actually a really good player as far as passing. His passing is actually underrated, which is why he was running the offense. And he can go in there and be a big man and play along with Draymond. Man,
solid.
If they get Zion and Zion like goes in and he's like, man, let me leave these corn stars alone and let me do all this other stuff, that's a championship.
Absolutely.
I think what's more realistic though is Jimmy Butler and Valanciunas, like you said. What you guys see?
Oh, I like the trade. I like the fact that besides having a dog on their team, they have another one. Besides, what Draymond Green brings, you have someone in. They lost 8 of their last 10 games because of lack of offense. They would go on runs where they just couldn't score. So to have someone who can create their own shot, move the ball, create for others as well, is definitely a good pickup for the Warriors.
So let me ask you this: Are we seeing them have a deep playoff run?
I think so.
Yes.
In this year, honestly, because the league is weird right now. Like when you think about health, when you think about how teams just really aren't meshing how they should, this is like the perfect opportunity. This is one of them years when like the Warriors would do something big. Plus Kendrick dropped the album, and anytime Kendrick dropped the album, like I had to put that out there. Anytime Kendrick drops the albums, like Steph does like some amazing work. I mean they're not like anybody. But the thing about it is like I think it's all predicated on what the Warriors do before the deadline, because you're not going to win a chip with that team.
Right.
Well, according to Dunleavy, he said that they're still searching, so they're not done yet, he said.
Yeah, but come on. I don't really trust Dunleavy like that. I trust him like I trust Pelinka, if I'm being honest. He went to the Pelinka school of GM.
Hey,
saying that name don't even say his name.
Catching strays, man. Calm down, bro.
I think they got to come to terms with the fact that if they want to get better, Kuminga's going to have to be the piece that they move. Teams don't want Moses Moody like they believe that they do. Podziemski didn't show what he was supposed to show us. I mean, it's not a knock. Maybe he just don't fit. Maybe he just wasn't what they originally thought he was. Because when you look at all the trades that they held up a Paul George trade. I mean, they held up multiple trades for really good players because they didn't want to trade these players, and these players didn't live up to it. So when you don't trade these players and you're holding on to them, you got your fan base believing like, they're them. Like they're going to be what they are.
Where did the LeBron to Golden State stuff come from, bro?
Because the conversation of the Olympics and the conversation of people feeling like the Lakers just were not going to win a chip because of the way the team is built. I'm not gonna lie, it's not really. I ain't gonna say something I want to see, but if it happened,
I don't want to see that, bro.
It would be good for the league if we being for real.
They won't see that.
Being for real, it would be good. See, y'all don't want to admit it.
I'll be hurt.
If it happened, it would be good for the league because now you're getting to see LeBron and Steph play. Is going to be a rejuvenation, and it could work. Folks ain't happy with the Lakers.
I would cancel my league pass if that.
No, you wouldn't.
I put it on my grandmama, brother.
Big dog, yeah. All your Facebook posts would be about the Golden State Warriors and about how you're not a bandwagon.
I ain't watching, so how about no?
That's live.
I ain't watching.
All right.
I like it, man. I like what it's doing. I like what we got going on, man. I think that trade is definitely gonna do something and bolster what they already have. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's get to this open run before we get to these shenanigans everybody keep talking about. I think I got a good one for y'all, man. I think we're gonna start it out, just see what's going on. How you feeling, Will? You good?
I'm chilling, man.
I love it. And let's start bench cut erase from history. Start bench cut erase from history. Give me Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Trae Young. Start bench cut erase from history.
That's easy.
That's it.
You said Maxey, Shai, Trae, and who?
That's very easy.
Maxey, Brunson, SGA, Trae.
I'm starting Shai.
Yep.
I'm benching Maxey. I'm cutting Brunson only because of my Sixer bias, and I admit it. And Trae got to go.
I said my bias.
See, right. I admit my bias when there's a bias. Maxey's gonna be a top 5 player in the league within the next few years, so whatever.
Bro, who gotta go? Erase from history?
He said Trae gotta go.
Oh, please, this don't compare to you erasing Michael Jordan and Cheryl Swoops. Get out of here.
In that instance, they gotta go, brother.
What you got, Drew? Talk to me, bro.
I'm starting Shai. I'm benching Trae. I'm cutting Maxey, and Brunson can get out of history, bro. He did nothing, man. He can go. Bye.
He can go.
I got Shai, Maxey. I'm gonna cut Trae, and I'm erasing Brunson from history.
Cut Trae. Oh, you got Max. So you got the same as Will.
No, he erased.
No, I erased Brunson.
Erased Brunson. Got it.
This is where me and C don't get along because she be on nonsense.
You don't like Trae though, for real. I've noticed that, bro.
It's not that I don't like Trae, but I would.
I'm not a Trae fan, but I'll take him over. I'm
a Villanova fan. Anybody who knows, you can go on my Facebook page. We can talk about it on this show. I've been talking about Jalen Brunson since before he got to the Knicks about how great Jalen Brunson is.
Solid.
And I'm a Villanova fan, so no, I'm not getting rid of Jalen Brunson.
Oh, that's okay. I respect that, man. I respect that. Why you gonna call me out? You put Maya Moore in a scenario. I gotta take Maya Moore over everything.
The two greatest players in NBA and WNBA history, and you erase them?
I'll take Maya Moore over anybody.
You kept
history. I'll take Maya.
All right, give me one more.
Bro,
give me one more.
Number 1 draft pick, Maya Moore.
I got one for you.
All right, you got one? All right, go ahead.
I want you to rank the biggest what ifs.
Oh, Jesus.
In NBA history based off
Brandon Roy,
possibility of them being healthy.
Brandon Roy, number 1.
Brandon Roy.
Tracy McGrady.
Grant Hill.
Ooh.
Derrick Rose. Tracy McGrady.
All right, bro.
You good?
Yeah, 4's enough. We good.
Right.
Greg Oden.
I'm sure Greg. Greg and 5.
Right.
2 of them on the same team, so they got to go 1 and 2. Bro, if Brandon and Oden was healthy,
crazy.
Bro.
If I'm looking at that, okay. You said Brandon, Tracy, Oden.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2?
Derrick Rose and Grant Hill.
I gotta go Grant 1.
This Grant Hill disrespect is wow.
He said 1.
You good?
I'm talking about Jew.
Oh,
I was like, he calls that 1.
I said number 1. I think he was LeBron before LeBron. So
I think
saw
he's
the
the top
face
2
he made while he
player
was
on that
talking.
list that you said though.
I got Odin at 5. He had the back. I go top of the list. I gotta go Grant. I think Derrick Rose is a close second for me, just because I just felt he could have did so much. And this we're doing with Chicago, man. Roy, Odin, who was the third? Tracy. Ooh. I might need to look at I might need to relook. Okay, I'm gonna go Grant.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Tracy.
Grant,
I'm going Grant,
Tracy, Derrick.
Tracy, Derrick. Yeah, Grant, Tracy, Derrick, Roy, Odin.
Yeah.
What you got?
You know what? Never mind. I'm not answering this like you did to me last week. Nope, never mind.
Bro,
We did answer.
Greg
No, you didn't, because I recorded it.
Greg Oden healthy would have been a monster.
I'm
bro.
not arguing with you.
Like on both ends of the flow, he would have been a monster.
I don't disagree with you. You gonna do your 5?
I almost said it, bro.
Boy,
I love you,
blessed
brother.
today.
Exactly. I love you. They didn't answer last week.
I love you, brother. Just what I'm saying. Give me Greg Oden 1, Grant Hill 2.
Okay.
It gotta be Tracy, bro.
This makes me feel so good.
I'm between McGrady and Rose right now, bro, because I think I'm gonna have to go with Rose 3, bro.
Mm.
I think he would have won like at least 2 or 3 more MVPs in Chicago. And then Jimmy Butler might have never left Chicago if he hadn't got hurt. Mac, and then it hurt me to say Brandon Roy because they're my favorite player on this list. But Brandon Roy 5.
That's crazy. Look, hey, somebody shout you out, bro. Somebody don't agree with you, bro. Watch the next one. What? Shout out to you. All right, I got one. We're going to this last segment, man. Give me. Oh, who do I want to put in there? All right, start, bench, cut, race from history. I'm only doing this because Jew makes me. He made this popular. I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know what? We have to go to Shay's. We have to go to Jew shenanigans. We're running out of time.
Start, bench, cut, race from history. Luka,
You said Luka, Giannis,
and Tatum.
and Giannis.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. Oh, God. Never mind. You could go.
I'm gonna start Giannis. I'm a bench.
Here you go. Here we go.
Oh man.
Take your time, bro.
Exactly.
Take your time, bro.
I gotta bench Luka.
Ooh.
Yep.
I gotta cut.
JT and Ant, bro.
Right now. Think about what's going on right now.
I'm gonna. Okay. I have
Wait,
the first two.
Are we talking careers or are we talking this season?
Either one.
Right
Oh. Hey, yo, go to the next segment, bro.
You see?
Hey, shout out to the
I
producer. So Tatum,
start
Giannis, Luka, and at the end,
You're racing in from history?
Mom
I
said
gotta
top
start
of the
I got to bench Luka.
No, we
I
got
gotta bench
Jew shit.
Ant, and I gotta erase JT.
No.
Oh my!
I'm only erasing, hold on, wait a minute. I'm only erasing JT because he's on the rival team, and that was the only that was the choice. Like,
I like
you know what I'm saying?
All right,
I'm swapping them two around.
the last two, JT.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Keep JT.
All right, man. Look, we at the end of this thing. We gotta introduce this new thing to you. So Shout out. Oh yeah, Ant hadn't done enough yet. Won't miss him if we go.
You're not cutting little Michael Jordan.
He cut him. He cut him. He not cut him. He erased him.
He erased him from history. He erased him from history.
So before we get into this, man, we want to make sure y'all continue to tune in to the 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports. Shout out to the 400 plus people that's online right now. Shout out to the 129th episode of the 494 podcast here on the TMV Sports. Gotta love it. Let's get right to this, Jew. We getting right to this Jew shenanigans, bro.
It's crazy when you ain't got no picture, bro. You got yourself no cap.
You be ready to talk to somebody.
Listen, if you want to get it in, show me your picture, big dog. Let me know you a man. Show me your picture so we can really get it in. Because I promise you, I promise you, when it's over, you're
Why
not
you post that,
boys? You're not only gonna be embarrassed. Matter of fact,
get your boy, man.
So
I know. Excuse me, guys. Forgive us, okay?
We want the smoke 24/7.
We understand
you ain't got
that.
no picture, you a sucker.
Jew, talk to me, bro. We're gonna get to this thing, man. Look,
talk, big dog.
This thing is gonna call Jew shenanigans. We get this all the time. We get this in the chat every day. We get all types of stuff. If you want to see him in his element for real, make sure you tune into Facebook every single day because he is on there looking for him. Jew, talk to me, brother. Look, the floor is yours for the next 2 minutes, bro.
It's like 2 weeks.
Talk to me, bro.
That's enough time for me to recage myself, man. Catch me in 2025 on Facebook, man. But
you
listen,
already know it. 2 minutes on the clock, producer.
Bro, super easy to me because y'all give it to me. First, I want to talk about something near and dear to y'all hearts, okay? Not mine, to y'all hearts. Let's talk about Bronny James, man. Everybody in the world care about the number 50, the 55th pick in the draft, you know, and they post every single time that he has a dud or he has a horrible game. But then when the man dropped 30, now it's, oh man, that's just the G League. Oh, 2 weeks ago, he should be on the road playing. He should be on the road playing with his team. He decides to go on the road and play with his team. Did we see anybody posted on Facebook about how he was riding on the road with his team? Nope. Crickets, brother. And that is what I hate, man. If you're gonna hate, and if they do something good, say it, man. I be hating on Steph Curry. When he light up, I say it on Facebook. He lit up. I be hating on Russell Westbrook because of what he did to the Lakers. And I used to love Russ, bro. I went to see him live at OKC.
60 seconds on the clock.
But I give him props, man. Next, I want to talk about these views, man, because I've been arguing with a clown on Facebook for the last 2 weeks about how he said more people have cable television now. No, they don't. I will refrain from calling you names because it's a Christian network, man, and we all love you with the love of Christ. But brother, no, they don't. People bootlegging cable right now. They don't pay for cable. I don't know 3 people that pay for cable right now. Shut up. Next. Darvin Ham is not 13-0 in the NBA club. Darvin Ham hasn't done anything. The only reason I bring it up in the system is because it's surrounding LeBron James. And then for the clowns that keep talking about LeBron need to retire, maybe you should retire for keeping that dang meat patty over at the burger joint tomorrow, okay? That's what they asking you. When you get that order wrong tomorrow, drive through it in and out, you tell yourself, hey, I need to retire, man.
You got to mute him, producer. Mute him. Hey, I love it. And this is what it is. It's what you came to see, man. It's what you came to see. Jewish shenanigans. We're gonna have this. This is gonna be almost every. I'll probably say what we think. We think we want to do every episode. I think 2 minutes is great to me. I feel like it is. Let me get out to the crowd, man. Look, make sure y'all keep coming and tuning in to the 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports, man. I am Miles Austin, Sports Talk with C. You got Wildress, Mr. Teddy Farrow, and Julius Jew_Chasing Dreams. Shenanigans have been introduced tonight, the debut. Make sure y'all keep coming back and talking about it, man. 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports every Monday, 8:30. You want to talk basketball?
Hey, no cap, your mom ain't got no neck.
What's good, everybody? It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice. Thanks so much for tuning into this show on MTMV Sports Network. For more exciting content just like this, subscribe, like, and share.